why the Glamour and Style Awards? We've celebrated excellence in the movies for a long time. We realized down the years, movie stars have constantly been synonymous with fashion and style. Like if you see in Hollywood, whether you had Audrey Hepburn or you had Sophia Loren, a lot of cross pollination between the fashion business and the movie business was evident, and Filmfare thought it was the right time to tap into a space. I mean, here you have film stars on the covers of car magazines, health magazines, women's magazines, fashion magazines. So it just seemed right for Filmfare to be at the fashion, glamour, and style scene.
Filmfare has always, I think, epitomized glamour in its own way, and has, I think, the most tremendous legacy where it comes to not only publication houses, but also, I think, the legacy of cinema that it's always forged forward with. I think ever since Jitesh and his wonderful team have taken over the reins of Filmfare, it's not only provided, I think, great entertainment stories, great information about cinema, but has always pushed the fashion and glamour envelope and taken it to a larger level. I think this particular event, which Ciroc has very graciously supported, I think has added to the repertoire and the grand legacy that Filmfare is so known for. Filmfare has vintage value, Filmfare has entertainment value, and now Filmfare has tremendous fashion and glamour value.
When I saw this in the flight while coming from Dubai, and I've been noticing that so many people are looking, who love movies, look at Filmfare for what fashion and style can be. So I think them to take that step further and expand their spectrum, I think it's great. And some of you all need to do that. And I think that's really brilliant. And I felt very good getting the award. You always feel good getting the awards, and the next day you move on and you start working. But of course, this was special because it was the first. So I'm very happy to win the first Glamour and Style Awards by Filmfare.
But here and say Karan plays this lean mean machine, so that's your scoop. And those who have sneak peeked it say they couldn't believe that Karan could have played mean with so much aplomb. So he's really mean.
I'm not mean. Like when somebody asks me, like, "Oh, you're playing a villain," and I have to like correct them and say, "I'm not like Mogambo or anything like that." Like, you know, it's like it's not that kind of villain. It's a little bit of a, well, it's a grey character which ventures into the black once in a while. Who I think is the most stylish. I definitely think that Sonam is a game changer when it comes to red carpet fashion. I do believe that she should be given that credit completely because I think she revolutionized the concept of red carpet fashion, and she started the ball rolling and everyone rolled along. So I definitely think she pioneered that. And also there was a sudden burst of stylists, and I know she housed a few of them, and Ria, her sister, is definitely a large part of that process as well, so she should be given due credit for it as well. I would say Sonam is definitely one of the most fashionable women in the business. When it comes to fashion iconic in general, I don't think there's anyone better than Mr. Bachchan. I think you can give him anything to wear and he carries it off with the aplomb that I don't think any other individual has. Manish has styled him on 2 of the films that I've directed with him, and he would endorse that, I'm sure, that you, from giving him the bright red coat to a fur coat to anything overtly opulent to something completely simple and basic, he can pull off almost anything and pull it off with the fashion of a legend.